Hello, Mind Physique here. Today we'll be going over proper stretches for hamstring mobility. When many people do hamstring stretches, they feel a lot of pain and tension in their knees or in their calves. Now they're stretching it wrong because that's a lot of the nerve tension. So today I'll be going over the difference between a sciatic nerve stretch and a hamstring stretch. And hopefully you can tell the difference and be able to feel the difference. So now what I'm going to get you to do is try to pull your toes back like this. So before it was pointed, now pull it back. And also straighten your knee, try to lock it out as hard as you can. And now try to feel it, bend forward. Now, do you feel a lot of burning sensation down your leg, either in the hamstring, knees, or calves? That would be the sciatic nerve stretch. As this position puts a lot of tension on your nerves when the soft tissues around it tense up. Now, if you feel a lot of that nerve tension right here, it could be that you have back issue or hip tightness due to sitting for too long, a common problem that people have. But the thing is, if you keep stretching this way for a long time, you'll only make matters worse because you're actually agitating the nerve itself. The reason why this isn't really stretching your hamstring is because your nerve tells you to stop before it even gets to the hamstring stretch. So your hamstring is not feeling enough tension, but your nerve is telling your head that, you know what, that's the end of it, I'm done. Because really your nervous system has a map of your entire body, it kind of knows how much you're able to stretch. In this case, because you're tensing up the nerve by pulling back the toes, you're kind of misguiding your nervous system as well. So now, what I want you to do is try to get into the same position, but this time, instead of pulling your toes back, try to point them forward. So what this does is that it takes tension off of your sciatic nerve. Now try to bend forward, but keep it neutral back. Do not round them like this, but try to keep it neutral and go forward. Now you should feel a different kind of stretch and only in your hamstrings. But if you don't, no worries. So keep your toes pointed forward, but also try to bend at the knees a little bit. So before it's locked out, right now try to bend a little bit. And, straight back as always, try to lean forward. Now you should feel a lot of stretch, a lot of tension in the proper position. Now, think about this. Does this feeling feel any different than the ones before? It does, right? The previous one was a little bit more of a agitating sensations, more of a burning, and this one feels more like a stretch. Just like a pec stretch. The reason that it works is that when you point your toes forward and you unlock your knees, both actions take tension off your sciatic nerve. So the nerve doesn't alarm you before you reach the proper stretch. This is the same with other hamstring stretches as well. I'll give you an example with hurdler stretch. So same areas to watch for the hurdler stretch. Keep your back neutral, do not bend like that. Keep it neutral, press forward, and do not pull your toes back, because that's going to tense up again the sciatic nerve. Try to point it forward, and if things don't feel well, you can bend a little bit, but for the stretch I prefer if you keep it on the floor. However, if you really feel that nerve pain even after you pointed your toes forward, feel free to unlock your knees a little bit like this. Additionally, just one last point I want to make: if you're using any resistance band to help you with the hamstring stretch, be sure not to put it at your toes. Because what it does is essentially creating the same problem. It tenses out the sciatic nerve. So what you want to do is place it at the heel. I'm showing you on the floor right now, but I see a lot of people doing the stretch like this, which is totally fine too. But I want you to watch for the same problem, which is first of all neutral back, then be sure to unlock your knees if you feel any tension. But the points, let me reiterate it. It's keep your back neutral and also keep your toes pointed forward instead of pulled back. And if that doesn't help, unlock your knees, and that should give you a better hamstring stretch overall. We don't want to be doing the wrong version over and over because that's going to make things worse. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful. For my videos, I don't like to drag on. I like to get straight to the point and wrap it up. If that's something you really like, be sure to subscribe and like this video. Thank you, have a great day.